What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Saturday, by the way. Let's get our weekend started with some shard pulls. We will be pulling shards here to complete the summon rush for the Tholin fusion. Now I'll be pulling on both my accounts here, so my alt account and my main account. We will be heading towards the epic. It's 12 sacred shards and 100 mystery shards. It's on the higher end of what we can expect. Previously we were getting epics for as low as, somewhere around here, under 5,000 at some point. But slowly creeping up over the years, and now we are at 12 sacred shards. I don't think 12 sacred shards is the all-time high, but I think it's definitely near the highest it's ever been. 3,500 for the rare as well. If you can stretch for the epic, it gives you a lot of flexibility throughout the entire schedule. So I kind of recommend it if you have the shards to spare. There's actually not the only, but there's a couple reasons and some hesitation with not going for the epic, mainly revolving around the later events in this fusion. So I'll bring your attention here to the fusion calendar. So one of the big points of hesitation for going for the epic is basically this champion chase at the back half of this fusion. Now, the champion chase at the back half during a traditional fusion means that you can save up 4 epics and then fuse them during a champion chase. That's instantly 1,000 points. Now, that makes the champion chase much easier, and there's also a 2x event that will be happening during the Friday, Saturdays, Sunday champion chase. Initially I said 2x ancient shards. Now, I was thinking that we already did the sacred and voids, but I just realized that it was 2x primal shards last week, last week. So next week I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what it could be. It could be 2x voids or 2x ancients. If it's 2x ancients, that's like the best value you could possibly get for ancient shards. 2x voids during a champion chase is still pretty good. So that gives me a little bit of hesitation to get the epic in this summon rush, because I might participate in the champion chase next week. Also, having champion chase or another summoning event near the end of a fusion means that there's always the possibility that a Titan event can stretch and connect with some of the later events during the fusion. So I assume that Tholin will probably have a Titan event for his 5-star soul attached to him somewhere along the line, probably after the fusion. But Plarium has done in the past connect Titan events with some of the fusion events as well. So champion chase might be one that they want to connect with, basically putting Titan points in the champion chase, forcing people to do the champion chase if you want to do the Titan event. Now, this complicates things a little bit because you have to skip events because you have an extra epic if you went for this one, for example. But at least the champion chase is at the end with a bunch of other events. So you could skip, for example, one dungeon diver, a training event, Fire Knight or whatever. You could still get some value from picking up the additional epic. It just means you spend some extra shards that you probably wouldn't have wanted to in the beginning. But anyways, that's just my bit of hesitation there with picking up the epic here. I think I'll still do it just because it does give me a little bit of flexibility. And right now I'm kind of, my schedule's kind of packed. So a little bit of flexibility definitely is helpful. So we will be pulling 12 sacred shards on both my accounts here today. Now both accounts are pretty good with shards. We had 62 sacred shards here. Plenty of shards to go around on my alt account. On my main account, still plenty of shards to go around. A little bit less sacred shards because we did pull some extra sacred shards for the most recent for last week's Heroes Path, I think, and then we picked up some extra goodies there. But here we'll just do the 12 here. Firo would be absolutely insane. Champion to get. Graco, this fire dragon for demon spawn is actually really good. I have a playtest coming out for him, I think tomorrow. He's actually really solid, but Firo is going to be the pick for me here. He's just absolutely insane. And I'll pick up some Ugos here just to empower my Ugos on this account. I'm not sure about Mercy, but RSL helper is down anyways. No boosted rates or anything. So strictly, best way to view these types of events, you have no boosted rates. You're mainly just pulling shards as currency. Basically, we're pulling shards to buy that epic at the end of the summon rush. That's all that you can really, get out of this. You can't hope to get legendaries or serious, champions out of these shards because they're not boosted rates. The rates are just really, really bad. So let's get started here. We're going to pull 12. We're going to pull down to 50. Let's go. Maybe we get lucky. Let's see. We're going to be pulling a lot of sacred shards here on the first shard. And we got, oh, we got Ishiyama on the first shard. Okay. I mean, this guy is still hanging out in my fragment. Yeah, he's still hanging out in my fragments. I haven't pulled him yet. And he's probably going to stay there for whenever I need him for a champion chase. Because he's just, I don't know. I don't see that he's that good. I don't see that he's that good. He's probably not going to help me too much. He doesn't hit super hard. These debuffs seem mostly irrelevant, especially, you know, considering we just had hard faction wars come out, and then these debuffs don't really help there as well. Yeah, I don't think he's a great fusion. Some people say this guy looks like me. Maybe. What do you guys think? Maybe. Anyways, let's keep pulling here on the first shard. Always glad to see it. At least we got a little bit of gold. Let's go. 6% chance. 6% chance at Legos. Not looking hopeful, but hey, we got one in the bag already. We got 20x on the Furo. That does boost his chance up a little bit. The chance of hitting your progressive event is very small. So if you hit a legendary, it's about 7% chance to hit the one that you selected. So it's very small. Sepulchre Sentinel, I used her quite a bit in the early days of my clan boss career. Definitely was a big pull back in the day. Don't use her much anymore. Not very good. Fat Man, one of the best epics in the game. Late game viability. Also gives you the ally attack. Not many champions have that. Poisons, HP burns, decreased defense on the A1. Very strong champion. Clan boss, specialist, Chimera. Very good Chimera as well. Rakus can work for hard Fire Knight if you're looking for a hard Fire Knight champion. All right, we're getting a bunch of nothing here. A bunch of epics. Kind of expected. We got 4 more shards to go. Pretty expensive epic, but it is what it is. Just to give us a little bit of flexibility. Man, these rates, terrible. Dudan MVP for Sylvan Watchers. If you guys got this guy, he's going to be massive. Definitely hold 1 copy. He's one of the few champions with taunt, and you need taunt to go through one of the Sylvan Watcher hard faction war conditions. Very easy. It's just placing taunt 4 times, so he just needs to cycle this ability 4 times. But you need to have the champion. So this is an MVP if you are at that stage in the game. Make sure you guys hold on to one of him. Got 2 more shards left. Mercy is, you know, obviously we pulled 1 Lego and then we just been pulling epics. The white bear, not as nice as the black bear. The black bear has some turn meter drop, way more useful. And we pull 11 epics on this account. Vrask, I used him quite a bit for his A1 here. Was it the turn meter fill? Attack always critical, and then he can heal his whole team, which is really nice. Yeah, we pulled 11 epics. We did get 1 Lego as a past fusion, unfortunately. But that's going to be it for this account. Down to 50 sacred shards. Didn't get our Firo, unfortunately. And we should be done with this summon rush here. Let's just double check. And we are. We could pull 1 sacred shard for 1 book. I don't know if I want to do that. I guess we could. I mean, we have 102 legendary books on this account. I mean, and when we have 50 sacred shards, I feel like saving the higher sacred count for like a 1+1. So I think I'm probably going to do that and skip out on the legendary book there. So we'll save that because I don't really want to pull like 1 more sacred shard and then pull legendary and then reset my sacred shard, Mercy. So I think we'll take the chance at holding off for a 1+1 in the near future. Anyways, guys, let's move over to the main account. We'll do 12 sacred shard pulls over there as well. All right, hopping over to the main account here. Same situation. We are going to be pulling 12 sacred shards, and then the rest will be filled out with mystery shards to finish off the training event. So let's get started here. We only have 25 sacred shards on this account, so we'll be pulling half of them. Again, Furo on this account would be massive. If I can pick up Furo, it would definitely elevate a lot of my teams, mainly for Hydra and maybe even for Chimera. Can be a very, very strong option. But yeah, let's get started here. 12 sacred shard pulling down to 13. See what we can get. Vogoth, MVP for a lot of areas in the game. Very, very strong champion. Very strong epic champion. I'm playtesting him super hard right now in the event dungeon on the test server. And getting some good results, but nothing super concrete yet. But I'll be happy to share that once I get something a bit more concrete. But great champion there. Definitely keep one hanging around in your vault. Sepulchre Sentinel showing up again. All right, no thank you. The count's way past her, but definitely still very good if you're struggling through clan boss or progressing through. Maeve likes her books, right? Is this one the book one? No, she's not the book one. Nope, not the book one. I don't know what she does, but not an epic that you particularly want to use, I guess. Lorne the Cutter. This one, triple hit, heal, AoE, leech, heal reduction. Heal reduction, you never know. Heal reduction, I mean, what are we talking about? Like Amius here? That might work. Leech could be useful as well in some spots. And we got Tagore. Tagore's actually pretty dang MVP. He's got a team revive with the shield, increased speed, and a heal. And then increase defense here on the A1. Actually, really, really good champion, especially early on. Team Reviver, very, very strong, of course. Good for Faction Wars, Team Reviver, of course. More epics to come. Vergus, very strong champion, can solo Scarab King, for example. There's other ways to do it now, but he was the OG back in the day. There we go. We got the Ugo progressive. We're going to use her to empower our existing Ugos, so good to have her. Keep going. 6% chance at the Lego. Doom Priest, one of the really, really underrated, maybe underrated epics, I would say. She's really good. Just this passive alone is really good, removing the RAM debuff. It's a passive heal, so even if she's locked out, even if she's feared or CC'd, she can still get the heal off, and then the semi-cleanse. Plus attack's okay, and then her A1's kind of bad. This one occasionally can be useful. Giving force allies speed. Not bad, easy to build, no accuracy needed, decent support. Tyrell, my first hard carry. This guy's my first carry ever in this game. Without him, I think I probably quit Raid Shadow Legends. That's why I tell people. Because I was so strapped for epics, and this guy was the last epic that came out of my 2x Ancient Shard pull, my first ever one, and he carried me through the game. So his A1 gives decreased attack. He's got the AoE decreased defense. And he's got a turn meter drop with the stun here. Very strong. Defense based as well. So he was easier to keep alive. But this guy carried me super hard. Very grateful for him. Always give him some love when I pick him up. Go Conella here. She can do some funky stuff against, I think, Bommel. Against, I think her A3, yeah, her A3 full heals herself and completely fills turn meter if the sleep debuff is lost due to taking damage from the enemy. So, I mean, she has, some usage there. It's actually a very strange kit, but she does have some usage. She also has AoE sleep, so maybe she can help you progress through place like Sand Devil, for example, even just progressing through. She is a sleep champion there. And 2 more sacred shards here. A bunch of epics so far. It's pretty unfortunate. But hey, we're looking at 6% chance at Lego, which is very bad. Gizgard here, very solid actually. You got 3-turn AoE provoke. It's going to help for some of those hard faction war conditions. And our last sacred shard of the account pull, and it's going to be another epic. Absolutely disgusting. We got 12 epics. 12 epics. 12 epics. And then the other account, we got 11 straight epics. Very, very nasty. Nasty 6%. You guys can't expect too much from some of these. Can't expect too much from these shards sometimes because the rates are just so horrendous. So horrendous. So now I guess we just kind of wait for a 1+1. In any event, it's not crazy. We just have to think about it that way. Like if you think about how unlucky you are, this game will eat you alive. So I prefer not to think about it that way. I just prefer to think about it as, hey, we, pulled the resource that we had and we're going to get, the goalpost that we need to hit. Right? We need to hit that goalpost, and that's what happened. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. A little bit unlucky with the gold this time, but hopefully let's save our luck for another time when it really, really matters. All right, that's going to be it for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys got some better luck. Appreciate your time, and have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.